Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to Mind for Combat. If it's the first time you've checked out my channel or any of my content, help me grow my platform by hitting the subscribe button below. I currently have a target, and that target is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of March. It's a very achievable target from where I'm starting off right now, and I need your support to be able to hit it. Help me by sharing this video with all the fight fans you know, so that we can get this platform growing, and that will mean that we can get more engagement and more quality engagement for each and every single one of you guys. This is our channel, it's not just mine, so please support me to hit that goal by the end of March. Now, getting into the fight breakdown, this is one that is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to be doing a breakdown for Jones and Anthony Smith. And if you've seen my content before, I tend to always say, yeah, I'm very excited about this fight, almost like clockwork. And that's because I am very excited about the fights. I'm not super excited about this fight. I'm looking forward to it, and it is intriguing, and I'm very interested to see what happens in this fight. But I'm not so excited because I don't deem this as being a very competitive fight at the top echelons of the light heavyweight division. On one corner, you've got one of the all-time greats in Jon Bones Jones, and I mean, with all the steroid situations, all the controversy, all of that behind, everything considered, I'm not going to go too much into all of that, but even with all of that, you cannot deny that Jon Jones' skill set is absolutely exceptional. He's practically 24-0. He's got two wins over Daniel Cormier. He knocked out Daniel Cormier by head kick. I mean, we'll get into all of that, but he's fighting Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith, who I think it was about a year ago I saw get knocked out by Thiago Santos, and whilst he's moved up to 205, I don't think the body of his work at 205 has blown me away, and we're going to get into that. So let's get into that now. Actually, let's start with the tail of the tape. So Jon Jones is 31 coming into this fight. He's fighting Anthony Smith, who's 30. They're about there or thereabouts in age. Jon Jones has a record coming into this fight of 23 wins, 1 loss and 1 no contest. That one loss was a disqualification loss to Matt Hamill back when he was 9-0. Since that night, he's gone 14-0 with 1 no contest. So that's obviously he's had a long and successful run since then. And Anthony Smith coming into this fight is 31 wins and 13 losses. So Anthony Smith is a very, very experienced fighter around the world scene. So I mean, for Anthony Smith, it's either now or never anyway. So it makes sense why Anthony Smith will take this fight. They both stand at 6'4", so Jon Jones ain't going to have a massive height advantage over his opponent for this fight. But what he is going to have is a massive reach advantage. He has an 84.5-inch reach as opposed to Anthony Smith's 76-inch reach. He's got 8.5 inches over Anthony Smith, and I think that's going to be a key facet in this fight, and it's definitely going to play out. I wish we had leg reach for this fight because Jon Jones is going to be kicking. If I had to bet, I would safely bet that he has a vast amount of leg reach over Anthony Smith, and I would say that that's going to be key in this fight as well. Their styles. Jon Jones can do it all. He can strike, he can wrestle, and he does it all. It's kind of hard to pinpoint his style. We call him a methodical, IQ-based fighter. He'll take this fight wherever he sees he can win it the easiest, and he's going to be doing that. Anthony Smith, his style's got to be based around striking. Yes, he's gotten some submissions, some ground and pound victories, but he shines in the stand-up. And actually, where Anthony Smith shines and where he has an opportunity to win this fight is in the madness of the exchanges on the feet. Anthony Smith has shown to be fearless, and in those chances, Jon Jones has shown to be hittable in his career at times. If Anthony Smith is to have an opportunity, it's going to be in one of those exchanges where Anthony Smith won't shy away from it, and who knows, he could connect with a very big and key strike that could be very, very instrumental in this fight. So that's something to consider, I guess. Let's think about some of the key wins. Now, with Jon Jones, when you're talking about his key wins, Jon Jones's key wins are, wow, it's basically a who's who of mixed martial arts. So now let's look at this. He has beaten the likes of Brandon Vera, the current One Championship heavyweight champion. He's beaten Ryan Bader, current Bellator light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. He's beaten Mauricio Shogun, who when he was a champion, he's a legend. He's beaten Rashad Evans when he was top in the world. He's beaten Quentin Rampage Jackson. He's beaten Lyoto Machida. We're talking about some of the best of all times in that circle there. Vitor Belfort, Chael Sonnen, Alexander Gustafsson twice, Daniel Cormier twice. But I mean, obviously one got overturned. We're talking about Glover Teixeira when he was on his 25 win streak. We're talking a who's who of mixed martial arts here. So he's got some key wins. And for Anthony Smith, his key wins, you've got to look at his most recent wins, and And this is where I have a problem. So the win over Volkan, okay, that's a respectable win over Volkan. He's a top-rated fighter, and he can only be expected to fight top-rated fighters. I feel like Volkan's a little bit overrated in the rankings, maybe. But aside from Volkan, and he didn't have the easiest time with Volkan. Aside from Volkan, he's beaten Shogun, who hadn't fought in a year and a half, and this is a very different Shogun to the one that Bones Jones fought. And he's beaten Rashad Evans when Rashad Evans was on I believe, a 4-fight losing streak. So this is obviously not the best version of Rashad Evans. Down you go down, he's beaten Hector Lombard at middleweight, who was also on a 3-4 fight losing streak at the time. So he's got some decent and respectable wins, but we're not talking about someone who has been on a long spell of dominance. And I don't want to sound like I'm bagging on Anthony Smith, because I think a lot of Anthony Smith. I'm a huge Anthony Smith fan, and really enjoy watching him fight. I just don't see that he has a resume that stacks up to Bones Jones. Let's think about some of the issues. John Jones, there's none that overwhelmingly jump out to me. I suppose he has been hit a few times, so could you consider him hittable? I don't know, I'm asking you guys. I don't personally. I've heard it thrown out there. Maybe he's hittable. With Anthony Smith, you've got to consider his wrestling. Coming into this fight, his wrestling is going to be an issue with Bones Jones. Particularly the wrestling exchanges he had with Volkan doesn't lead you to believe that he's going to be able to hang with Bones Jones in a wrestling exchange. So it should be interesting to see how it plays out. The X factor for Bones Jones is going to be his wrestling. His wrestling is going to be his X factor, his versatile skill set, his experience, championship level experience, his championship chops. It's going to make a difference in this fight. With Anthony Smith, if there's one thing that you can say is an X factor, is his power. He has shown to have power. He's a big man. He might be able to land on Bones Jones clean, and you never know what could happen at that point. Now let's see how I see the fight going. If I'm honest with you guys, and I have to be brutally honest in this, because despite what I think about Anthony Smith, and despite how much I like him as a fan, I'm here on YouTube and I'm making YouTube videos about fighting to be objective and unbiased in my breakdowns, and an objective, unbiased opinion from me anyways is that John Jones wins this fight everywhere. I think he outstrikes him. He keeps the fight at a length. He's going to keep Anthony Smith at a distance. He's going to use his length in the fight, and then when Anthony Smith gets close, he's just going to take him down. He's going to elbow him up, and he's going to advance his position, get to submission. I would like to have gone through this fight step by step, but I don't really see it going any further than that. I think Anthony Smith he's a tough, durable man, and he's very fearless. And nothing will make me happier than to see Anthony Smith prove me wrong. And I will sit here with a big smile on my face, telling you guys, I got it wrong, and Anthony Smith won. That will actually make me very happy, but I don't see that as being how it plays out. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment below and let me know how you see this fight going. Let me know what you think Anthony Smith's opportunities to win this fight are, and let me know if you guys are more excited for this fight than I am. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Mind for Combat.